Okay, a few projects for today. This fabulous wall of baskets is leaning. It's attached down here to the base framing. It's sturdy, but it just makes me nervous because it just leans too much, and one day it's going to rip those nails out, I think. So I think I'm going to put a frame in here that goes up and across and then down and attaches to this other framing baseboard thing down here, because there's nothing over here. I used to have the little table attached over here on the side, but I had to move it. So I'm gonna cut some boards, and I'm gonna put a 2x4 like this on the back side of the board for this side to kind of give it a little extra, and then attach them at the top together so that they hold that back like that. That's the plan for that. Okay, under here where I had the weakness here, since I cut the panels into separate parts, what I did was I found these clampy things that you can stick stuff in between. I put one on each one, and then I've got this board. Okay, the board goes into these little slots like that, and that makes it pretty sturdy. It looks like it's got a gap, but the clamps are up at the top under there. Anyway, it gives it extra support. But the main thing is, unless I'm going to bed, I've got to keep this board pulled out and stored back there, because it'll be just like this red curtain situation where I forget it's hooked onto those hooks, and I open the hatch and it goes snap and pops all my wires. Because a while ago I picked up this panel, the rear panel, to access stuff over there, and snapped the clamp off of there because the board was still attached. So we won't do that anymore. Right. Sure, I bet I'll do it every time. And my laptop table used to go right here. I don't know what I'm doing, I can't see. Down here by my feet. And because I'm picking this panel up down here, I can't do that anymore. I had to find a place for it. So what I'm going to do is put it over here. And I built this long base and a short leg. And it goes right down behind here. When I get ready to use it, which the dogs will already be put to bed if I'm watching movies and stuff. And it's pretty sturdy. And it just picks straight up like everything else. And it's not bolted down. There's something under there, so I have to kind of wiggle it when I get ready to put it in. But it can just ride up there during the day. I think I'm going to let Jute ride here from now on during the day, because she really misses being able to stick her head out a window. She loves that. It's just what she lives for besides water. And she hasn't been able to do it since we got the van. So I'm going to let her ride up here, and I got her a little thing that goes between here and the ice chest. Should help with the skidding. I don't know, maybe not. I might get her a cushion later, but she'll probably just pee on it, so I didn't want to take a risk right now. So she can kind of like stretch her feet out, and I shoved this towel down in here pretty tight with a wrench so that she won't claw my leather, fake leather, whatever that is. Because the doors are in really good shape on this. All the interior is, really, except for all the crazy shit I've done to it. It really was immaculate when I bought it, and still is. So there's those two things. This is the right side. This is so that when the two have pressure between them, I'm going to try to make it lean a little bit more that way to pull some of the lean off of that side. And this is to keep it, give it a little more support, make it the same width from there. Since this was here, I thought, why not use it for a little extra support? There is the second one on the basket wall side. And I was going to move it over this way a little bit, but I decided to make it flush against this part of its frame because, well, every little bit of extra support helps. And I have cut the part that goes between the two 45 inches, even though I measured 44, because I want to kind of push. We're going to see if it fits and if it warps or what we're going to do here in a minute. Okay, actually, look how nice and straight that is. That is actually pretty darn nice. I try to put it up as close to the ceiling as I can so the dogs don't feel like they're going to smack their head under here or anything, and neither do I, even though I don't really use this back area much. But I can go through here. I mean, it's almost at the top. There shouldn't be any problem. But it's pushing a little bit much over here, so I might want to trim it down at least ½ an inch back toward where I originally marked it. Now, how I'm going to get this screwed through to there, that's going to be a trick. It may be time to call Super Rob and ask for some advice on that. It's getting dark. I don't know how well you can see. What I decided to do was go ahead and pre-drill a hole through, pull it while I can, and start the screws where I can get my hand back here with my big screwdriver, with my power driver on both sides. And then I'm going to put it on where the screws are starting to poke through and tighten it down with a hand screwdriver. This little jobby is one of my favorite tools. You take this off and it's got all kinds of bits in there, and it ratchets. Actually, my housemate got me this like 100 years ago, and I use it for getting screws out of computer cases and stuff. So we're gonna try this. I don't know why all my videos came out blurry today that I was trying to make earlier when I was describing what I was doing back here. But this is the frame that I put in, and I can also, once I got it done, I realized it's really cool because I can hang my clothes, I can hang pots, whatever I want off there, and it's a great place for hanging the little oscillating fan for the pups. But it looks really good, so I wanted to get it where it wasn't all fuzzy. I don't know if you can tell that the baskets are a lot straighter than they were. They're not leaning. They were leaning really bad, like 3 inches into the interior, and now they're straight, so I'm happy with that. This is the little ratchety screwdriver with the bits in the handle that I was trying to show a while ago. This is what I used to get my hand back there and attach that frame from the where I couldn't get my driver through. But I love this little thing. I think it's like $6 maybe at a dollar store.